welcome back. And I assume the main gist of what everybody wants is how to be better at getting women. Okay? Now, this art and this science has taken me from being a regular person, refugee, whatever, from another country, to I'm going to the top of the world, everybody. Keep watching. There's no stopping me. There's never been any stopping me. It's fascinating. Now I've been doing this for about 10 years, right? And I was thinking back the other day at some of the people that started with me when I first started my company. All those little faggots right now are walking around still trying to get one or two girls. All those little pussies, every one of them, I hope they all burn in hell and they watch my success as I climb to #1 and beat everybody in the game over and over and over and over again. Now where we are is amassing world power. And when I say that, this is a real deal. What you need to do is somehow get your ass to San Jose to see what I'm talking about. Can you let him in? Let him in? Known as Peter. Known as the real Peter.
Real Peter.
Okay. Okay. So, you see, let's take a little journey, a few moments that we have to take a look at. There was a guy named DJ Fuji. He was teaching game for a while. I don't know if he's still alive or what he's doing these days. I really don't know, but he's not relevant, that's for sure. He got on Skype with me for 1 hour to tell me for the first 30 minutes that I shouldn't teach pickup and game. Who do I think I am? There's already so many coaches out there, and he's going to give me advice that if I know what's good for me, I would just drop this field. After 30 minutes, I stopped him because I had a 1 hour Skype with that guy. And I said, hey, you know what? That's not how it's going to go. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, rest in peace DJ Fuji, his career and everything else as we smashed him. As I went up through it, there was the book, The Game, and we had people like Hypnotica, Ross Jeffries. I buried that guy, right? Ross Jeffries got buried, B-U-R, how you say that in English? Put under the grave in this industry by me. Where is that guy? He attacked everybody. He attacked Mystery, he attacked Hypnotica, he attacked Vince, he attacked everybody. When he attacked me, he's gone. Where is Ross Jeffries? Is he alive? Is he okay? Send him my blessings. Okay, and my curses, as he already got them. We go through the book, The Game. There was Hypnotica. Somebody, Rasputin, his name was in the thing, right? He's one phone call away and he will tell you there's nobody like me when it comes to the game. That was a guy that was a character in a book that I read. But the whole book was written by Neil Strauss about a man named Mystery. Eric Van Markovich, shout out to Mystery, right? And Mystery, and there was Matador during that VH1 Pickup Artist Season 1 and 2. Those guys mentored me. Okay, and the last time that I was in LA, Mystery and I, after 10 years, went out gaming. And Mystery sent me a text saying that he learned a lot by watching me, and he's inspired. And in a talk about 4 years ago, last time I saw him something for a moment, he said that he watches Arash Dibazar's videos to inspire him to get out of the house. You could ask him, okay? And I could go on and on and on, and everyone's ass has been whooped in this thing. And what you need to understand is when I come here because Vince invites me, right? And out of respect for Vince, I've always told him no matter what happens, when he invites me, I'm going to do the event, okay? The money is nothing for me right now, being here. I lose more money, and there's this is like, what am I doing it for? I'm doing it out of respect. But what I hear, what I see when people do pickup is so weak. You see these little scooters now everybody has? That's like people doing pickup. And I'm in a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce. It's just not even anywhere near it. So the question that I have for the entire world is either what I'm doing is real or fake. I either have 5 beautiful girlfriends or that's an actress, one of them, right? It's either real or it's fake. If it's real, then I'm doing something, you need to figure it the fuck out. Now, how much is that worth to you? I don't know. How many years have you been studying game? How much money have you put in it? And you still can't get the fucking results. Right? You're doing something wrong. You're doing something backwards. Alright? And I'm going to teach you a little bit of that today. Tomorrow I'm going to get more into it. But we're going to start with you starting from the wrong perspective. And imagine you have the right perspective on how to do this, and the wrong perspective is just a different road. And you're going to go, just going to end up somewhere else. You're not going to end up where you want to be. Where you want to be is you want to be the 10 when it comes to women. I'm that guy that women want to get with. That's my world now. So I've become the 10, right? But that's been a process, and to stay the 10, you have to stay the 10. Okay? It's like a hot girl. She starts the 10s, work out, do her hair, do her makeup, otherwise she drops in numbers, right? For a guy, you have to keep going. So we have to start from a different perspective, all right? And the perspective is, this is the art where the male energy is going to seduce the female. Now why is this important? Because seduction is literally the art of the female. So this is what we have to understand. Now, listen again. The man is going to seduce the female, yet this is the art of the female. And this has to be understood before anybody goes anywhere. You're engaged in the art of the female by becoming a seduction artist. But it's an art of the female. It's an art. So you apply that art, which is her language. You start speaking her language of attraction. That's what you're doing. But you have to understand, if you approach it from another perspective, as this was a male art form, it's not. Seduction is the answer to force. If it's a woman in the world, and she can't, she's under attack or something, but she seduces Alexander the Great, then she's no longer under attack. She doesn't have to lead an army. Alexander leads the army. But that's his queen. So she learned how to harness the strength of the world using what? Her charms. Okay? That's what we have to understand when it comes to seduction. 1 second. That's nice. We have to understand that this is a female art. It's an answer to force, right? And you're engaging in her language. And when you start the seduction process, you're doing what she does to get a man. You're flipping it. Okay? This is fascinating, because if you don't know that, you're going to approach it wrong. This is not a male art. This is a female art. So now let me give you some analogies that will help you really get this, all right? We'll enter a metaphoric world, which is kind of not really metaphoric, it's real. You have the Jedi and you have the Sith Lord. The Jedi are the white energy, right? They're the order of the Jedi, right? These guys bring order. They have a code that they go by, and the code seems to be more important than the life of the Jedi many times. It's a death before dishonor. It's a samurai. That's the Jedi. Who are they fighting? The Sith, which is the dark force. They seem to be less honorable and all about themselves. They'll use the force to do anything they want. No code of ethics besides, number one must win and have the power to control chaos. They're willing to do things that Jedi won't do, and it's never death before dishonor. It's death to my enemies, fuck honor. Right? True. This is the example of the man and the woman. It's God and Satan. It's the yin and the yang of life. And that's what we're engaged in. So, what you do is, to get this art form, you start as a Jedi. Okay? You understand order, you understand forward movement and creation and honor. You get all that. And then you go and you have to learn the Sith art. Because it's the dark art. This is the dark art. Seduction is dark. Right? It's not light. It's chaos. It's the woman. It's evening. It's Eve. Adam and Eve. Evening. When night goes down. When the sun goes down. It's the moon goddess. It's nighttime. Right? This is the woman. The woman is not light. She's not honorable. She's not death before this. She's all about herself. All the way through. If there was a God, God would have to make her like that. Why? Because she carries the future race inside her whole system. If it's death before dishonor, then the whole race dies. She must save the race somehow. At the final analysis, she must switch over to the enemy side if her man is dead, if she has a child. Why? Because if she doesn't, that may be the end of the trial. So I understand it. Now, she can override that, just like many things we can override too. But we have to understand it first and go, that's the creature and that's the code. The code is she must what? Survive. That's why we have in the mystery method, survival and replication. Survival is what she needs. Why? I just told you. She needs to survive at the end of this fucking game. How? In which means? Any means possible. What about the guy? A different code. He must jump in front of the wolf, in front of his baby and wife, if she's pregnant, and stand there and defend. so that the wolf will either run away or kill him, not her, while she runs away. So he has a different code. He has the code of sacrifice. He gives himself for her benefit. Now we have to go back that this is why you had your heart broken. That one, right there. You were a Jedi and she was a Sith. And at the end, you were like, but you promised. And she was like, promise. Die, you Jedi asshole. You're so stupid. You know, you're like, whatever, you said you love me. You said it's forever. You said I was the only way. You ain't never looked at nobody. You said you were just a friend. All that shit. She doesn't even get it. She hit the dark force. She laughs at you. She goes to her friends. He's so stupid. Oh God, he's calling again. I told you already. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Well, then fucking videotape me or take a picture or something. Okay? That's the world. Now, what we do is we learn that language. So now she faces she goes, Jedi fool, right? And instead of your lightsaber being blue, you pull out a red one. And she goes, what the fuck? Yeah. Just that symbol already, I'm speaking. I have a red lightsaber. Well, I thought you were a Jedi. Well, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Okay, well, let's dance, let's go, right? Boom, 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 boom. And she goes like little fucking force on you, go boom. And she's like, what the fuck? But you're a Jedi. You say, no. I'm not a Jedi, I'm not a Sith. I'm both, I'm the yin yang. I'm gonna get you. I'm here to get you. Right? What the fuck does that mean? I'm here to take over. Now, when you take over, you jockey both positions. You don't become all female, you don't become all male. That's the secret. It's like a velvet glove, beautiful velvet glove with an iron fist behind it. It's soft, and smooth, but boom, there's the force is available right behind it. It's not always a handshake, it's a slap with a velvet glove. Right? So it just depends how you want this, you decide how this is going to be, but both potentials are there. So what she begins to do is, she does the first thing that a female should do if she's going to spread her legs. If she's going to spread her legs for you, she must check, look, let's say we for a moment become women. I'm going to be a woman, right? Man, it's 10, 15 guys to fuck. Tonight I'm going to go out, I'm all done up, right? Who am I going to fuck tonight? Imagine, every guy walks up to me. I have to make a choice. So first thing I got to do is annihilate the weak people right away. So first, I'll carry myself a certain way that if you have less than like level 8 confidence, you won't even approach. Though there goes fucking 50% of the fucking population or more. So now I cut my people I have to talk to. What do I do next? If you walk up, I won't be nice about it. Why? Because if you can't take that and you break, I'm not going to fuck you as a woman. Like think, I'm going to be a woman. So a guy comes up, I'm going to be rude for just a second, right? I'm going to give him the cold shoulder and say no thank you or whatever the fuck I'm going to do. I'm going to give some kind of, I'm going to be like, why are you wearing those shoes? Or like, oh, what is that? You know, wearing a big old fucking bead or something. Whatever. I'm going to say something. I don't like your tattoos or, you know, you're too short. Whatever she says, right? I have to say that because if he can't take that, it's like, and you just cut off the fucking dude's head. So now I'm left with a smaller percentage. First quality is the guy who's going to approach me and not break on my first attack. First check test, okay? So now the guy that approaches, who do I want? Do I want the guy, you're a woman. A guy comes up, hey, I just want you to tell you you're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And you think to yourself, well, if I'm going to fuck him, I'm sure he does that to everybody. That's that guy's strategy. Like, why do you think that? If I'm a girl, right? Oh, there's that guy that comes up and says you're so beautiful. Right? Now if he's good looking, maybe I'll give him a little fucking time and he's the best option right now. I'll talk to him until somebody shows up. But who am I looking for? As a woman, I'm looking for the guy that looks at me. Remember, I just went and I tried to annihilate everybody. I'm looking for the guy that looks at me and it looks like my charms don't work on him. Why am I interested in that? Because look, curious. Everyone's trying to fuck me tonight. Why not that guy? I have to decide why not that guy. If he has some sort of a coolness about him, then I'm going to get interested. Oh, maybe because he's a movie director, you know, maybe he's He's got a girlfriend, he's got a wife, or he's into taller girls, I'm too short. I don't know, man. I have to figure out why I haven't triggered in him the attraction that I want. So what happens is now we start the game at the level we should, where she becomes curious. I need curiosity before I seduce. I need her attention before I have her curiosity. Think about it. I need to grab her attention somehow. Somehow, she's got to look at me and look at me for a little bit longer than the average person. When she does, I have to strike a curiosity. The curiosity has to be, how come this one fucking guy doesn't want to fuck me here? Well, what does that do? It literally triggers a brand new program inside her system that hasn't been triggered all night. When was the last time this was triggered? She was watching a fucking Drake on stage, right? And he looked at her, she thought she got pregnant because he looked at her or something, right? But he just looked at her as he was also looking at 10 million fucking people, couldn't even see through the lights who the fuck he was looking at. And she's not used to that. She got all dolled up. You know, oh my God, it's Drizzy Drake. This is my song. This is my song, girl. Ah! Get out of here, bitch. She has only felt this the few times that a man that she desired didn't give the right attention. Now, we're going to go way back, and it was probably her father. That would be the first man. That would be the first man in contact, somehow, some way. Or whoever she considered that. Right? There's children that are orphaned and things like that. Somewhere, so it goes way back. Just like myself. There is a thing to your mother and you. I resisted this my whole life until about 2 months ago. I sat down with my mom. She's like 65 or something now, yeah, 65. And I had a real conversation with her. And in that fucking conversation, I was like, son of a bitch. She's like 99% the reason why I get so many beautiful women. Right? She's always treated me a certain way. And that's been my concept of me with women. Like, I just get it. Because my women, they remind me of my mom. Like, they will, you know, get me food and like they do what I didn't find a girl and go, wow, I'm so attracted to her because she doesn't take care of me. My mom took care of me all the time. I was her prince, you know, I was always her prince. And so I'm talking to her and I'm like, oh, and she always wore makeup. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I've been dating my mom this whole time. Okay? But she was a good mother. Why not? Yeah, you fall in love with your mother. Now, why should you not fall in love with your mother? You should as a child. Why not? So we don't have this culture that much anymore. But it's affected all of us. Now we get older, we can redecide. Maybe we had creepy mothers and fathers. That could happen to us, right? So we have to redecide. We have to regain ourselves what was lost to them. Even myself, I had to regain a lot of myself. Right? My dad's a very cool man. My mom's a very cool woman. But they weren't cool enough. Not to do what I wanted to do. Right? And my dad was cool enough to get a beautiful woman who stayed loyal to him. Great. Dad, I need a lot more than one. I don't know how the fuck you going to my mom every fucking night. Like, geez, Dad, how many years has it been? 40-year anniversary, I'm going to throw up. Like fucking your own sister now or something, you know what I mean? Like, come on. You haven't fucked anybody yet this whole time? Oh, well, I'm sure if you did, you wouldn't tell anybody. That's the problem. It becomes this weird withhold, right? Finally, after 20 years, the dude goes somewhere and fucks some kind of employee of his or something, and he becomes all fucked up. Right? All perverted and shit. Okay, we don't want that. So, oh, I forgot I was drinking. You know, like I said in the beginning of this thing, this is a female art. Remember how the female gathered the force from the male? Was through her charms. Now let's break it down a little bit. What did she do? She first physically made herself appealing to the guy. So if we're going to do the female art, we all have to take a look and go physically, what do we have that attracts her? And when I say attract, it's different. Not what do we have that makes her want to fuck us. What do we have that makes her curious about us? I need that curiosity to remember that. You're walking by a store and you go, what's that? What's that? You're on your way to buying it. And if you go a little bit more, how much is that? Now we're moving. But if you don't see it, how many stores do you go by? You just don't even see it. No attention, no curiosity, right? So, she used her charms, and we're decoding the woman's art. So she used her charms, okay? The way she looked, the way she smelled, the way she spoke. We have a thing with the way women sound. You know it. We could be sitting here and then we hear that girl sound, boom! Right? Everyone tells and ears go up. It doesn't matter what's going on. I bet you there could be a guy with a gun to our head, and he would just be like, it's like a little break from murder scene, you know what I mean? It's like a really bad scene in the movie. He's like, give me your fucking money, whatever, right? And then you hear this like group of cheerleaders, ah! And he's like, that's the time to attack his gun, because his biology is a cheerleader, bunch of pound, right? But no, you're not going to attack the gun, because our dumbass is also going to look at the cheerleaders. And everyone's going to go, huh? All right, give me the break. Right? Oh, fuck, I missed it. Right? So we like the sound. We like the smell. We like the look. Look at what we're doing. These are the senses. We like the way she touches us. Right? Good strippers know how to touch the guys when they sit down. That touch is important, the smell is important, the sound is important, the sight is important. So this is a female art. Now comes our turn, right? Is your sound attractive? Is your smell attractive? Is your look attractive? Now, the good thing we're guys, we don't have to like be handsome. We have to just attract a certain level of attention. Every man in a tailored suit, girls say, looks sharp, handsome. Well, fucking get some tailored suit on this, right? I mean, you could be a gremlin. Just go fucking, imagine how cute a gremlin would be in a fucking tailored suit, right? That's cute. Everybody looks good in a tailored suit. What else do you look good in? I don't know, designer watch? You just decode this shit. You go, what can I physically provide that charms her eyes? And it's easy, we're guys. You literally don't have to be fit. You don't have to be tall, you don't have to be handsome. You just have you seen Lil Wayne? Right? That is one ugly looking motherfucker. Like literally one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. When Lil Wayne first came on the scene, I was like, whoa! Like there's no way that guy is real. And then his boy, I was like, what the fuck? This culture is done. And then I became a fan of his. I did. I understood a lot more. But in the beginning, like, that is one ugly looking guy. But girls, oh my God, okay, well, I don't know, he has like $200,000 in his teeth. I think that's cool too. I might be like, can you smile? 200,000 in your teeth? Fuck. I mean, that's attractive in the sense of I want to look at it. He's got so many fucking attractive things. He could look like a rat. Makes no difference. The motherfucker could have a tail and no arm. Who cares? She doesn't care. He's like, oh, he's just so confident. Everything works in your favor when you trigger her right. Right? Jim Morrison will go pee on the fucking bar. And they're like, oh, he's so free. Jim's free. Right? And then you just like, your dick just falls out to the side for a second. Like, get him. He's out. I'm so violated by that guy. His pee-pee dropped out. Jim Morrison's walking naked, pissing on people. Like, oh, Jim! He didn't mean to piss on me. He was probably pissing on next to me. Right? They have this weird thing inside of them that once you trigger it, you can do no wrong. That's when you wonder. Right? Her boyfriend's burping, farting, shitting in front of her. She's like, stop, John! Ah. Right? And you're like, well, I'm going to try that. But, ew, get the fuck away from me. That guy's so sick. He's a fucking pig. He can't be here anymore. And you're like, what's going on? What's going on is you haven't charmed her yet. Okay? And charming is a skill. It's an art form. It's a sound. It's a sight. It's all the senses. It's going to Las Vegas. They charm us. Let's go to Universal Studios or Disneyland. They charm our senses. Right? The sounds change. The smells change. Okay? Alright. So this is a female art and we get the charming, right? So now, how did she draw the power? She charmed the power, then what did she do? Listen, she teased the power. That's what drove the emperor crazy. The Caesars, the Alexanders, the Genghis Khans, like, they all went crazy because she would tease him. The Marilyn Monroe character that teases the president. And you just feel like, there's this what? There's a push and a pull that drives you insane.
Yes.
The bitch who gave it up right away, what happened? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Looking for the next one. The one who you worked for a little bit, just like, what the fuck? Hold on, okay. And now you're goddamn Caesar.
Yeah.
Right? You fucking command the army kills everybody, and you got this one girl who's crying because she of something. You're just like, what are you crying for? And you should chop her head off, but you don't. You chop everybody else's head off, but no, get her some fucking toast, or whatever the fuck she needs, right? And she's like, thank you, and then she's still not satisfied at the end. And Caesar goes to bed thinking about Amy. And Caesar needs to lead a fucking army the next day, and he's thinking about, well, she likes roses, I'm gonna get her all the roses in the empire. Like, that is how she stole. What did she do? Mystery's words. Hijacked his brain. So you have to hijack her brain. These are all the steps that are missing if you want the woman. You charm her. You hijack her brain. Where, by doing what? What she would do. You push and pull. So the guy, when she starts to become interested in you, and she starts giving you a little bit of attention, and you, all cards in. She goes, oh, okay. See exactly what happened to you. Like, too easy. Way too easy. It sucks, but that's what it is. Okay? So you push and pull. You know the last girl you lost, you were too easy. It was going well, right? It was going well. They were like, oh, she wants me. Here's my dick. And then it was like, whoa, nope, that's cool. Wait, what do you mean? How come you stop texting me? How come you stop calling me? I just got busy. No, you got too available.
Right.
You were too available. Push and pull. Okay, so you charm, you tease, and then what? You learn how to reward and punish, which is exactly what she does. She rewards and punishes you. After a while, you get fucking addicted. Right? All you live for is her fucking praises at some point. Right? You have 37 women. It's that one bitch who texts you wrong that ruins your whole fucking day.
Yes.
Right? You're just like... And everyone's like, well, what about the other 36? You go, I don't know. No one cares. And then you look at her, she's the ugly one. She's not even the fine one.
You're right.
I swear. But she's got your brain fucked up.
Yeah.
Why? Seduction is a mental game. It's not a physical game. It's a mental game. This is a chess game. Right? This is fucking solving the riddle of the human being in front of you and doing it in a way that's fucking cool. This is what makes it addicting to me. Right? Every seduction is so intricate. It's like, fuck, man. From zero, look, that's a fucking stranger, right? You walk out, you see that chick, she's the one everybody wants. And you say, that's gonna be my girlfriend. And everybody laughs. Next you know she's your girlfriend. How the fuck do you do that? How do you go from 0 to hero? Just like that. You get her attention, make her curious, you do some charming of this thing, you tease, and then you start rewarding and punishing at the right moment, right? But check this out. How do you reward a woman? You thought it was this and that. Let me tell you how she did it. Remember, this is a female art. She would, let's say Caesar. Caesar the ruler, right? Or Alexander, any of these guys. She would study her target. Here's a man who could have anything in life, Caesar. What is he lacking? You see that? Oh, he wants to be a god. So she, I think it's Cleopatra, right? But it's Caesar. She starts to portray his world as a god and herself as a goddess and starts speaking like that. And that's his language. And, you know, he's got everybody kissing his ass, and then this woman comes around and carries herself like a goddess, and he's like, yeah. And she starts speaking to him about, like, if there was a god on earth, it would be Caesar. That people should worship him like a fucking god. And he's not a king. There's been kings, and then there's gods. And he's like, yeah. And then when he goes to bed, he's like, yeah, he gets up. He's what? He's more himself. That's the value he seeks. He doesn't need any more fucking money. He doesn't need any more power. He seeks what? The value he seeks is the seduction. So you need to do what she does, is study the shit out of the target. She will do that to you. Right?
Yes.
She knows a lot more about you than you think she does, if she wants you. Right? Like if a woman targets you. That right there. When a woman targets you, she studies the shit out of you. She knows everything. That's what I do. That's how I normally do it. But how do you do it? Just like her, sneakily. Any way that doesn't let the person really know what's going on. A lot of questions, hanging around, talking about all kinds of stuff, but noting everything. Noting how you're dressed, or you know, we're walking past the thing and grab a cologne. She goes, oh, you like that cologne? Which one is the cologne? And then she's starting to know. She's putting together a little seduction package for you. Right? Right? That's guilty right there. So she's putting together something to come and get you. That's what you're supposed to do to her. 1, 2, 3. I thought there was 4. There's definitely 3 new girls in my life, right? There are 10s, straight. Pow, pow, pow. I know there's 4, but I can't remember. 3 for sure that I've seen in the last 4 or 5 days, okay? Let me tell you something. This is how it's going. They're all toast. Game over. Why? Because I have a little bit of time. My girlfriend Cristali's out of town for about another week. Fuck am I gonna do during that time? I'm not gonna do anything besides get a new fucking girls. What the fuck I'm gonna do during that same time, okay? And so that time is dedicated to that, and so quickly this is happening. The one of them is like a primary target, which means what? Without a doubt, I'm not gonna make any mistakes on that one. The other 2 I'm gonna practice some new shit on, right? But the idea is still getting to know your fucking target. Through what? Conversation. Let's talk. I need information. So what? I can put together my package. So you can have my package one day. Right? She'll get the package, and she gets the package, step by step. So now let me ask you something. What do you know about the girl you want? Okay? And some are like, I know this, and that. Let me tell you something. If you had her values, you could have her. So you think you have her values. You fucking don't. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay? You come to mind. Let me tell you what I know. Okay? You may think her values are, she wants to spiritually be better, and she's actually a whore.
No.
You guys think we can talk about something?
What?
We have a conversation about that? Okay, alright. You may think she wants the truth, but she actually wants a lot more lies in her life. Why? Aren't you throwing truth at her in spirituality all day? If she wants it, then it's like being thirsty for water. She'll drink it. But why are you working so hard to try to get this bitch to react properly? You got the wrong value. And that's when you're surprised when a dude walks by with, let's say, a $150,000 watch. And she's all over him. And you go, what happened to the spiritual life?
Yeah.
And she goes, like you suddenly realize you don't even know the bitch.
Yeah.
Why? Because you never got the time to know the bitch. That's the whole point. Right? You got to know the surface and what she wanted people to believe about her. But that wasn't really what the values were. And she's going around looking for the real value. Until then, you're a good placeholder. Right? You're safe to have around. You're good to talk to. You have this and this and that and what. But you're going to be surprised. Because the motherfucking guy she's going to get is going to be the opposite of you. And then you're going to be like, oh shit. There you were. Fucking designing yourself for this bitch. You weren't designing yourself for her. You were designing yourself for her fake, ulterior, exterior personality.
Power.
The one she showed everybody is not who the fuck she is. How many women are telling the truth? 0? Okay? So she sits there day in, day out and tells you, I need a guy who's this and that and on. I love guys that take care of me. You become the guy who doesn't take care of her. You'll get her. Watch. Okay, watch. It's the opposite fucking value. It doesn't make fucking sense. Now, what did I do? Well, what did I do?